Edmonds 2-on-1 with our Curry. Thought about passing right through the legs, he scored. Edmonds with a shot from the high slot. Beats Cranley on the blockers.
We'll start off by going over your story and how you wound up with the Kingston Frontenacs, because it's a different one. It's not your usual path to the OHL. So you're from North Bay, but you played hockey in Sweden. Kingston Frontenacs drafted you in 2017, and then 3.5 years later, you wind up over here.
Like you said, it's not the typical kind of story that everyone goes through, but I'm from North Bay, grew up there and played hockey there, and then played a little bit of hockey in Toronto as well. And then after a couple seasons, my dad, having played and coached in Sweden for many years, he asked me if I would want to go try things out in Sweden. So that I ended up going there for my minor midget year. So a lot of people thought I was crazy for doing that, but I enjoyed it. I had fun. I definitely developed a lot, worked a lot on the things I needed to work on. So I thought it was good. But then Kingston, they drafted me in 2017, and I tried out, but they said, maybe, because at the time they're really good, so they said maybe you won't get so much playing time. So I decided, it's maybe better to just go back to Sweden and keep getting to play lots. But then now this past season, Kingston asked if I wanted to come join them, and they had a great coaching staff. It looked like they're going to have a great team, and I know it's a really professional organization, so it just felt like the right idea. So I'm really glad that I made the move to come here.
You talked about having spent some years in Sweden, and you actually got to play some pro hockey over in Sweden with at the highest level over there. And then you come over to the OHL. And I know that there's changes, and everybody always says that the speed and the space that you get at the pro game is the biggest difference. But what else have you noticed when you came over to the OHL that was different from your hockey over in Sweden?
One of the different things is that it's a lot bigger ice over there in Europe. So when I came back here, I just had a little adjustment to getting used to the smaller ice. But for a player like me, it's kind of nice because now I can just shoot from wherever, and it has a lot better chance of going in. But then I think one of the things that really kind of happily surprised me was how structured and how organized things are here in the OHL. It definitely says a lot about the caliber of coaches that we have, because everyone knows what their job is. Everyone follows what the coaches are saying, and they've laid out a really good plan for us, and they've given us all the tools to succeed. So that's definitely one thing that really stuck out to me.
Are the schedules similar in the fact that you're almost on the ice every day here, and is it the same way over in Sweden?
At least if I'm comparing to my most recent season when I was playing in the Allsvenskan League, the Pro League there, we would typically be on the ice, pretty much every day. But the one nice part was that if we would have games, and there would typically be a day in between to rest or to travel. So that was one of the nicer parts, but it's definitely, it's really intense over here, playing 3 games in 3 days. It's something that I hadn't done for quite a while. It's going back to my junior days in Sweden, of course. So, but it's really fun. Like, obviously, the reason you play hockey is to play games. So I'm definitely not complaining.
We'll get your take on this year's edition of the Kingston Frontenac so far. What have you felt has been the team's strength?
I'd say our coaches have done a really good job of making it clear what kind of team we want to be. They've done that through rebuilding the culture, and then also, like I said earlier, giving us all the tools that we need in order to be a successful team. So I think so far it's been working out well, and we'll be looking to continue that success into this weekend and for the rest of the season.
We always hear players talk about the team identity. We want to establish a team identity. What would you say the Kingston Frontenac's identity would be at this point in the season?
The main thing was just to always compete. One of the sayings we have is our effort never stops. So that's definitely one of the main points. And then that we just always play for each other and have our backs out there. So I think we've done a good job of that so far.